This is BNN.
JV Bruin News Now is made possible by the generous support of C-Spire, St. Dominic's, Salamukis Madison, Orange Dairy Fitness, Hattiesburg, Blue Sky Landscaping and Maintenance, Bank Plus, and these fine sponsors. This week on the show, we meet with one 7th grader who plays Bruin sports and also plays 4 separate musical instruments. In sports, we take a look at how 2 middle school teachers balance classroom instruction with coaching responsibilities. This weekend, look for cold temperatures as we prepare for some semester exams. Starting Tuesday, weather, sports, and all the news are next. JV Bruin News Now for Friday, December 8, 2023 begins right now. From the BNN headquarters on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School in Madison, this is the JV edition of Mississippi's High School News Leader, the state's #1 high school newscast, Bruin News Now.
Hello everyone, I'm Emma Williams.
And I'm Kenan Anderson. Welcome to the second edition this year of JV Bruin News Now. This edition is the product of the 9-week second quarter middle school journalism class.
It's been a fun 9 weeks as we all learned the details of putting together a full-length newscast. We have a pretty great show lined up, a great way for us to end the second quarter and the first semester.
As Christmas nears, holiday events are quickly falling into place. St. Joe's annual Christmas concert, Gifts of the Season, is this Sunday. Hundreds of people will pack the Fine Arts Theater for the seasonal concert.
And the Bruin Band plays a great selection of Christmas classics. One of the student musicians, a first-year St. Joe student, actually plays more than one instrument.
Besides being a pretty good student, a Bruin swimmer, and a member of the middle school baseball team, Jude Brown also continues to improve his skills playing 4 separate musical instruments.
JVBNN's Margaret Claire has more.
St. Joseph Catholic School student musicians spend hours practicing and rehearsing for everything from Friday night football games to weekly mass and Christmas concert. One student, 7th grader Jude Brown, plays the trumpet in this year's band. Jude also plays the drums, the guitar, and even the bass. In total, Brown can play 4 separate instruments.
It's kind of difficult, yeah, because it's like with guitar, it hurts after, a while because you're pushing down on the string and the string's made of metal and that hurts.
His mother, Jessica Brown, says that her son was inspired and influenced by his dad and his grandfather, who both are school band directors. Jude's dad plays the drums and the guitar.
We would take him to every single show that my husband's band did. I remember when he was a baby, we would have him in a car seat propped up on the football field while the band was playing and my husband's directing.
Mr. Connor Bell, the St. Joe band director, said he has had students join his school band being able to play one instrument, usually the piano or the guitar.
Every instrument has its own difficulties. There's no instrument that's easier than another. Each one of them has its own difficulties, all of its strengths and weaknesses. So for somebody to come in and, like I've said before, somebody come in and be able to play 4 different instruments, it really is it's a feat.
Jude also enjoys playing baseball. Jude tried out last month for the middle school baseball team. He will be playing for the Bruins in the spring.
I like baseball because it makes you work as a team and it's just fun.
So now Jude will find himself juggling classwork, middle school baseball, and playing 4 musical instruments. His mother believes Jude will have no problem handling all those responsibilities.
Music and baseball in particular are things he never gets bored with. They're things that he wants to do well in, he wants to try out, so he does it.
I can play the piano and the violin, but I can't imagine how much of a challenge it is to play 4 instruments like Jude Brown. I'm Margaret Claire for JVBNN.
Thanks, Margaret. Great story. I look forward to seeing Jude this Sunday at Gifts of the Season. The Christmas concert is a long-time tradition in St. Joe. It's always been great. This year, I should expect no different.
You only have one chance to see Gifts of the Season. The concert begins at 2 p.m. on Sunday in the Fine Arts Theater. Admission is free, but St. Joe requests guests bring a donation of canned goods to help feed those in need.
Look for the band, choir, and dancers perform this evening. As we said earlier, the concert will feature classics and contemporary seasonal favorites, and is a great way to usher in this holiday season.
Today, St. Joe celebrated weekly Mass. Normally, our weekly Mass is every Thursday, but this week is different. Today is the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. a Catholic holy day of obligation and one of the most important of the year. The Mass celebrates the sinless life and Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
It is very important for the Immaculate Conception because this is when Mary is born, and she is actually born with no original sin. This is very important because we need her to have no original sin because of Jesus. She carries Jesus, who is God's Son.
First semester exams begin Tuesday. Middle schoolers will take exams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with Christmas break beginning right after their final exam. High schoolers will have one more day for exams on Friday morning and beginning of Christmas break right after. Report cards for the first semester are expected to be released to parents when classes resume in January.
I would devote most of my time for studying for those exams on the weekend, and then that way all you really have to do is review the night before. And so I would make sure that you get a good night's sleep the night before, and that you eat a good breakfast in the morning, and really eat a good breakfast. I know some students come to school and they don't eat, so you do need to eat a granola bar or some fruit or something healthy. And then I always like to tell my students that you also need to pray. You need to ask the Lord to help you to recall to your memory the things that you've studied, and then the Lord will help you do that because He's faithful.
After next week, half of the school year will be over. This year's Christmas break will last about 2 weeks. Students will head home for the holidays following the end of their last semester exam. Classes will resume and the second semester will begin at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, January 3rd. Teachers, however, will return to work on Tuesday, January 2nd for a day of professional development. Coming up, Rob Carter and Chip Owens have the latest in Bruin sports.
And Alexa Ward has this weekend weather outlook. Stick around, sports and weather are next.
Hello Bruin sports fans, I'm Rob Carter.
And I'm Chip Owens.
And this is the JV Bruin News Now Sports Report. Basketball and boys soccer continues to dominate sports news as winter sports move into full swing here at the Joe. Tonight is a full night of basketball when the Bruins hit the road to Clinton Christian Academy.
JV girls take the court first at 4 p.m., JV boys at 5, varsity girls at 6, followed by varsity boys immediately after the girls' game. Tonight's big game follows Monday's games at Hillcrest Academy.
Both the girls and boys varsity teams have had a strong start to the year and hope to build on that over the next few weeks.
Today we play CCA, and the main objective today is to get stops on defense, get potential runs on offense, and we got to stop their drive on offense. We have a lot of scores on our team that will help us.
In boys soccer, the Bruins hosted East Rankin Patriots on Thursday here at home. It was the final game before Christmas break, with the Bruins coming out with a win. The Bruin boys team next plays again Tuesday, January 9th at Hartfield Academy.
The season's been a lot of fun so far, and then after the break, we're going to step it up because we've got district play, and I'm ready.
Finally, St. Joe coaches often also teach several academic classes in addition to working directly with student athletes. Some teach government, math, science, and religion.
In the middle school, 2 teachers here juggle classroom responsibilities with coaching girls basketball. Coach Thomas Groves teaches 7th grade math and serves as head coach of the Lady Bruins varsity girls basketball team.
And Coach Todd Yates teaches 7th grade science and serves as head coach of the Lady Bruins JV basketball team. Both have taught and coached school sports for years.
And they say they love every minute of it. JV BNN's Barbara McGlinchey caught up with both coaches and filed this report.
From the basketball court to the classroom. Some teachers at St. Joseph Catholic School have responsibilities that go beyond teaching. These teachers also coach. And in the middle school, that means you will find Tommy Groves teaching 7th grade math and Todd Yates teaching 7th grade science, while also coaching girls basketball.
I just work hard. I give my best effort in the classroom just like I do on the court. My primary job is to be a teacher, and I want to excel at that.
I think the biggest thing you have to do both in the classroom and on the court is you have to challenge your students and your players to rise to a certain level that you want them to reach.
Groves varsity girls head coach and Yates middle school girls coach and varsity assistant coach are veteran educators with a lot of experience in the classroom and on the basketball court. Groves has coached and taught for 42 years. Most of his time was spent at Forest Hill High School.
I just enjoy it. I enjoy the competition. I enjoy the game planning. I enjoy the relationships you build with players and officials and opponents.
Yates has coached 24 years and taught school 8 years.
I just love the way that basketball is. It's the movement of the game, the flow of the game. It's so different than football where you have a play and you stop for 30 seconds. In basketball, it's just a continuous flow.
Their years of experience coaching and teaching have made it easy for them to successfully juggle their work.
Coach Yates and Coach Groves are really amazing teachers. The material that they teach really challenges our minds, and it requires us as students to think and use the knowledge that we have.
I think they are great teachers because every day they challenge me with whether it's short answer tests or math quizzes. They never fail to challenge my knowledge.
At the same time, the coaches work with their basketball players daily in practice and on game nights, helping them improve their skills.
Coach Groves and Coach Yates are great in the classroom and on the court. Just come to a game and see for yourself. I'm Barbara McGlinchey for JVBNN.
Thanks, Barbara. When we return from Christmas break, look for winter sports, boys soccer and boys and girls varsity basketball to kick into high gear.
And look for preparations to continue for spring sports, including baseball, tennis, and track. Time is moving so fast. Spring sports will be here before you know it.
Well, that's it for sports this week. Thanks for watching.
Look for the next sports update on the Christmas edition of Bruin News Now next week. I'm Rob Carter.
And I'm Trip Owens.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hello Bruins, I'm Alexa Ward with your JV Bruin News Now Weekend Weather Forecast. As we inch closer to the Christmas and official start of winter, the weather in the Jackson and Madison area continues to remain cool. This weekend looks to be no different. For the rest of today, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 70 and a low of 59. Chance of rain is about 10%. On Saturday though, look for a greater chance of rain, 80% under cloudy skies. The high Saturday was 73 with a low of 42. Then on Sunday, the weather cools off a lot. Look for partly cloudy skies, a high of 53 and a low of 35. Almost, but not quite down to that freezing mark. Brr. Exams are next week, so good luck. Look for weather Monday and Tuesday to be partly cloudy with highs in the 50s and lows in the upper 30s and the low 40s. Rain should be next to nothing, and that brings me to today's weather question. Why are we stuck in the drought conditions in Mississippi and the Southeast? We asked 8th grade science teacher Dylan Hambick.
I wouldn't say normally we're this dry. We do experience some rain in the fall, but this has been an extremely dry fall. When you think about last year, 2022, it was a really wet fall. And so because of that, I don't know, maybe we're just trying to level out our averages, but we as a state, we're really struggling for rain, so need that badly. I don't think it's necessarily global warming as a whole. I just think it's due to a major drought in the Southeast. As you know, we haven't had rain since June, and it's been several months since that case.
Thanks, Coach Hambick. That's it for the JV Bruin News Now Weekend Weather Forecast. I'm Alexa Ward. Now, back to Cannon Anderson and Emma Williams.
Thanks, Rob, Trip, and Alexa. Next week will be a busy one with exams and basketball games. And for you and I, Emma, it's the first time taking semester exams. That's a lot for us.
We'll survive. Christmas break is just days away. Anyway, before we go, just one quick reminder. Catch Gifts of the Season this Sunday at 2 p.m. in the Fine Arts Building. Bring a canned good for admission.
Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Bruin News Now channel on YouTube, where you will find this episode and an archive of student-produced programming.
Don't forget to follow Bruin News Now on Instagram for more St. Joe news. Then look for the Christmas edition of Bruin News Now, filmed on location at Sister Thea Bowman Catholic School.
That newscast will be available right here on the BNN YouTube channel next Wednesday. Until then, I'm Cannon Anderson.
And I'm Emma Williams. Have a great weekend. So long, everybody.